Hey guys, Gunrun here. Today we will look at battlefield controls. But before we begin, if you find this useful, drop a like and subscribe, as I will make more useful tips like this. We will start simple with some basic movement. You can use WASD to move around, and if you hold shift, you move quicker. Use Q and E to rotate left and right, and C and V to rotate up and down. Alternatively, you can use the middle mouse button. You can use Z and X to move quickly up and down. Alternatively, you can use the scroll wheel. If you click Tab, you will see the tactical map. You can also use your movement controls here to move around, or up and down. When you zoom in on the battlefield, you will zoom to where your mouse is. You can leave the tactical map by pressing Tab again, or by double-clicking a unit you want to go to. You select a unit with left click, and give it orders like moving or attacking with right click. You can also select your lord by clicking the home key. If you hold and drag left click, you can select multiple units. And if you hold and drag right click, you can change the width of your formation, as well as where your units are looking. If you hold Control while left clicking, you can select multiple units. If you want to select all units of a certain type, you can press Ctrl I to select all melee infantry, Ctrl M to select all missile infantry, Ctrl C to select all cavalry, Ctrl B to select all artillery, or Ctrl A to select all your units. After targeting one or more of your units, you can press Ctrl and then 1 to 0 on your keyboard to put the chosen units in the corresponding control groups. After having your units in a control group, you can click 1 to 0 to select the units in that control group. You can also toggle group lock by either clicking here or by pressing Ctrl G. Now that we have targeting and grouping done, we can take a look at how you want to move your troops around. We have already shown you that you can move your troops by right clicking after targeting them. But you can also hold Alt plus left click to move your currently selected troops in their current formation. Furthermore, you can rotate the formation if you hold Ctrl whilst holding Alt plus left click. You can also rotate your formation by holding the Control key and clicking the left or right arrow key. You can also use the arrow keys to move your current formation. Here are some more advanced controls. You can press J to turn your troops around, like this. If you click here or the F button, you toggle melee mode for your ranged troops. This means that they will stop shooting projectiles and will engage in melee. You can click here or R to change your unit's current speed from walking to running, or the other way around. You do this to keep your units from getting tired from running. You can click here or H to toggle guard mode on the unit. This will make it so that your unit will hold their position, and they will not pursue retreating or disengaging units. This is really good on your ranged units and your artillery, where you don't really want them to move out of your formation and chasing ahead of your melee units. To stop your units, click here or backspace. Your units will then stop their movement, as well as any attack order. It will also make ranged units stop firing at will. Speaking of fire at will, you can turn that off here, or by clicking B. You want to do this if you want to preserve your ammunition. If you click here, it will toggle on skirmish mode. When in skirmish mode, your units will try to run away from the enemy. I would never recommend using this, but your ranged units with fire whilst moving can have it on if it is too much for you to handle on the battlefield. If you want to withdraw your units, you can either click this symbol, or you can press U. This will make the unit flee to the nearest edge of the map. If you want to cast spells and abilities of your lords, heroes and special units faster, you can. To cast spells, you press Alt and then 1 to 6. And to use your unit's special abilities, you click Shift and then 1 to 6. It is smart to always check what spells and abilities are bound to what button before using this, and always check after learning new spells and abilities on a lord or hero. Now, if there were any control features you found useful, but you really dislike where it was keybound, you can always go into the control setting and change the keybinds there. If you found this useful, you should bookmark the video so it's easy to get back to. Navigate to where you want in the video and rewatch what you were wondering. As always, feel free to ask any question in the comment section. I read all your comments and will respond to any questions you have. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.